How often have we contemplated the origins of America? Have we ever questioned the narratives that have been handed down to us, with the English touted as the first European settlers to establish a permanent settlement on American soil? Perhaps it's time we delve deeper into the rich tapestry of history, uncovering the forgotten threads that weave together the true story of America. Our journey begins in the early 14th and 15th centuries, a time when the Dutch, a people hailing from the lowlands of Europe, found their way to the shores of what we now call America. They settled amongst the Mohawk people, a Native American tribe who inhabited the region we now recognize as Canada. The Dutch and the Mohawk formed a peaceful coexistence, living side by side, a testament to the harmony that can exist between different cultures. However, the tranquility of their existence was disrupted by the Beaver Wars, a series of bloody conflicts that forced both the Dutch and the Mohawk to move out of Canada and venture south into the United States of America. Together, they began to create what was known as New Netherlands. Contrary to popular belief, New Netherlands was not established in 1614. This date merely marks the year when it was recognized as a place in official records. The reality is, New Netherlands was a thriving community long before this acknowledgement. It was a haven of diversity, a melting pot of various cultures, not just a domain for the Dutch and the Mohawk. Poles, Jewish people, Black Africans, Italians, Irish, and numerous other ethnicities found a home in New Netherlands, living together in peace, harmony, and mutual respect. New Netherlands was not a city, it was akin to a country stretching from Albany down to the Delaware Basin. It was a paradise of cultural diversity, America's first. Yet, many often confuse it with New York City. In truth, New Amsterdam is what we now know as New York City. The Dutch and their allied tribes lived here in peace for hundreds of years before the English arrived. The Dutch, in fact, had a presence in America for 624 years, arriving in the early 14th and 15th centuries, while the English and British only arrived in the 1600s. The real pilgrims were the Dutch. The term Puritan is often associated with the English or British, but it was the Puritan Dutch who first arrived in the 14th and 15th centuries and settled with the Mohawk people. The English and British, who are often considered pilgrims, were in fact separatists who brought the dark legacy of slavery to America, establishing the largest plantation for slavery in the North on Plymouth Rock. This brings us to the Mohawk, the first nation of Native American people in America, aptly referred to as the First Nation. They have a rich and vibrant history, interwoven with the early days of America, a history that deserves to be told in full. Thus, we see that the story of America is not a simple one. It is a complex tapestry woven from the threads of many cultures and histories. The Dutch and the Mohawk people played significant roles in shaping the early days of this nation, roles that deserve to be acknowledged and remembered. The narrative of American history is not just an English tale. It is a story shaped by the Dutch, the Mohawk, and many other cultures that found a home on these shores.